The next step that is already happening in the Russia-Ukraine war is UGV, not unmanned aerial vehicle, but unmanned ground vehicle. The unmanned ground vehicle, the pictures that I've seen and the videos that I've seen, it almost looks like, you know, one of those children's toys where a small child is there and you do by a remote control. Only thing, it is self-guiding. It is carrying cannons and tank weapons for firing, and it is going to the war zone and creating devastation. My idea of bringing this in this discussion is the huge mining equipment that we now use at the pit heads. And I was the district magistrate of undivided Bardhaman, so Asansol, Durgapur, Raniganj was all in my jurisdiction. I have gone to the deepest mine in Eastern Coalfield region also. My impression of those huge caterpillar cranes and the way they function, I think there is a very, very real case of using artificial intelligence, IoT, and robotics to have autonomous vehicles, as I have seen last year in the streets of San Francisco in US, where autonomous cars are roaming on the road, and just like an Uber, you can call, only there is no driver on the seat, but it behaves just like a Uber car. So autonomous cars are here, and I think autonomous mining equipment must be welcome because A, it can do things much more efficiently, B, it can go in more deep, dangerous areas without fear of caving in of the mines, and C, it can always monitor the amount of pollution and other environmental hazards that it is creating, and it can take self-correcting steps. I am very hopeful that this can happen. It is said that the humanity, the civilization, is changing now from BC to AD. What is BC? Not before Christ, but before ChatGPT, which is only two and a half years old. 2022 December it was released. 2023 January it came to India. So basically 2.5 to 3 years old. BC to AD, we call it loosely. It is after DeepSeek, that is the Chinese LLM model. These are all large language models that can do your homework, can converse, can translate. We all know what ChatGPT is capable of, but the actual thing is LLM. But LLMs are not doing very well. It is very expensive. So now the latest in artificial intelligence that is now coming in, it is called SLM, Small Language Model. It says that a mining division does not need to know about the philosophy of Socrates to solve its problems. So what you need is bits of artificial intelligence in small machines, not so expensive. It can be put in the own IT cloud, and it can solve the problems specifically needed, let us say, for the transportation sector in the mining industry. So I would end by urging, and in fact, I must say that I am now involved in advocating use of technology in general and AI, robotics, and IoT in particular across sectors. I myself have taken to, after my retirement from IAS, I have taken to serious painting using AI and colors. And I invite you all to the November exhibition that I will have in Gogodendro Art Gallery near Nandan Ravindra Sadan. I'll send you a card to the president over here. So I am doing this just to make people understand that I, who could not draw anything, can now make exhibition-worthy professional art, which you can buy if you wish, or just admire otherwise. So the way the world is changing, the way the creative world is changing, the way every industry is adopting, if India is to survive this 50% tariff, It has to be competitive, and to be competitive, we have to know the latest technology. And so, therefore, my only concluding submission is that everybody in this coal sector of the topic that we are talking of must have its own R&D network. Just take a few young people and let them work, a person who knows the business and he knows the technology. There is no foolproof solution. Please understand, AI is increasing its speed every 6 months. So nobody can claim he's an expert. You have to just try it on. So have an in-house R&D department dedicated to your things, concentrate on SML, SLL, small language models, and IoT and robotics, and you can transform this world wherever you're working. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sen, for taking the mining sector into a different direction altogether. Application of IT and also the induction of many, many new technologies. I'm sure we will look into it and certainly take the benefit of all that you have said here. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the main event of this function of listening and hearing the remarks of our chief guest, Shri P.M. Prasad, Chairman, Coal India Limited. Shri P.M. Prasad took charge as Chairman, Coal India Limited on 1st July 2023, a mining engineer from Osmania University with an M.Tech in open cast mining from IIT ISM Dhanbad and a law degree from Nagpur University. He has over 4 decades of rich experience. He has held leadership roles in WCL, MCL, NTPC, NCL, BCCL, and CCL, contributing to the major mining projects and environmental initiatives. Recognized for his teamwork and leadership, he continues to steer Coal India towards new milestones and much higher growth. So may I present to you Shri P.M. Prasad, please. Thank you,
sir. Respected Alok Parthi sir, respected Devashish Sen sir, respected N.N. Gautam sir, respected Damenja sir, dignitaries of the dais, good morning and namaskaram to all. As Sen sir was telling, during my M.Tech sir, my professor, B.K. Majumdar sir, was telling in 1990, where the generation now becomes, only it belongs to whomsoever masters this computers, electronics, machine learning. Still we ignored. For the 35 years back, we were taught by him. And he was fond of, at that time also, he was used to design computer-aided dragline planning, all the computer-aided. He tells us at that time, 35 years back, the world belongs who masters all this, whether it is machine learning now, AI, ML, and the drones, even in Pahalgam also, sir, the last 2-3 wars of India, pinpoint precision we are attacking. Just like yesterday, Hamas leaders were there and that building was targeted. No need of going, it is a poor with machine learning and people pinpoint and precision making they are doing, and with the disruptive technologies taking place. And as sir rightly told, every 6 months, 1 year it is being updating, it has to be done. Yesterday I met, he has come here, Mr. Vasa and one Russian. They were attending day before yesterday night, they have come with me in the flight. That Russian is underground coal mining, underground coal gasification expert. What he was telling, Uzbekistan, sir, 40 years back, they have developed this underground coal mining gasification, underground coal gasification. But the country is so blessed with resources like huge gas resources, shell deposits. They need not touch this underground coal deposits. Hence, the technology could not succeed. There are, at that time, Uzbekistan, even now our team has gone and seen. But around 3 to 4 plants in Russia, at that time, it was operating till 10 years back. Australia, one underground coal gasification was running, but they have closed because of that environmental issue. He is telling with confidence that technology can happen in India. Sir, as a decarbonization of this coal logistics and supply chain and even coal mining, if we can develop some replacement technology, coal for sure we are having. Even Argentina, our teams, Kabil, Ministry of Mines, Ministry of Coal have visited. Coal deposit, no one is touching there. Shell deposits, they are very much plenty for even 100, 200 years. Gas reserves are there, oil reserves are there, shell gas is there. They have not started even coal mining, Argentina. But country like India, China, we are dependent on coal, and because of huge deposits and affordableness, and with this even energy security is also, till 10 years back it is very much affordable. And sir has worked in Bardwan district combined, where the coal mining was born in 1775, Raniganj. And up to 1900, 1940, because of less demand, it could not take much. Definitely, even when Coal India is formed, hardly it is 100 million. 1985, 86, it is 120 million. Both open cast and underground coal mining is 50-50. After that, 85, 86, of course, I joined in 84, almost 41 years. After that, purely it is only open cast. Now the underground percentage is just remaining 3 to 4%, where underground is definitely environmental and sustainable thing definitely happens now also. In open cast, definitely when we have started our journey and they have intensified the production, and it has blown into different proportions, just like Gevra mine. Initially maybe it 5 million, 10 million. Now it is 60 to 63 million. But the technology, even in coal transportation, has not matched with the volumes we have recorded in individual mine or even company level. Now, hence the first mile connectivity and this dumpers, even environmental appraisal committee is also not agreeing. If you want to start any new mine, any new project without coal handling plant and belt conveyors, rapid silo loading system, they are not even passing the projects, even if it is passed for 2 years to 4 years, just for the coal handling plant and other construction.